Welcome in the management at Mylab. They are now with us. Sir, thank you so much for taking out time for us. Of course, we are going through the third wave as far as overall COVID is concerned here in India. How have you seen the acceptance of the home test? Of course, it's a completely new test. In the second wave, it had just started to come in, or it just came after the end of the second wave. What is the acceptance that you are seeing?
Yeah, so when we launched the COVIself for the first time, it was almost at the end of the second wave. Though there was initial surge, but there was then a plateau of requirement. Plateau stage was there, and now from last couple of weeks, we are seeing a great surge on the demand. It shows the acceptance of the test from the people because of its simplicity, its easy of use, and also no waiting needed to be tested and confirmed. So I think it's a good test for the people.
In terms of the overall space, what sort of volume growth are you seeing? And is there enough production? Did you anticipate this sort of a demand coming in?
So nobody can anticipate such demand, whether it is a healthcare setup, it's a pharmacy, medicine, vaccines, or the diagnostic end as well. Having said so, installed capacity is around 15 lakh tests per day. And we are immediately ramping up to achieve these numbers because, again, the surge was so fast that we didn't have enough time to prepare. But what I can assure is that we'll be serving the numbers, and maybe with the increased capacity from now, it would be more and more supply to the customer.
Mr. Rawal, first at the onset, let me compliment you as to how handy the Mylab test kit actually comes in, because I myself in my own house have ordered it twice in the last 10 days. Wanted to understand, which cities are contributing maximum to your sales right now? And would you say the home kits are more a metro phenomena, or are you seeing demand come in from non-metro cities as well?
So in the initial surge, we are seeing majorly from the metro cities, mostly from Maharashtra, whether it is Mumbai or Pune, Delhi, some part of Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal. Yes, right now it is a metro phenomenon, but the most biggest success for COVIself would be when it reaches to the rural area, whether it is villages, small centers, where they can do the test, where most of these RT-PCR tests cannot reach. So I think we are waiting for that. But yes, in terms of supply or coverage wise, we are almost into 80% of the coverage in width and depth of the country, and I'm sure it would be available to all when they need it the most.
Sure. What the Mylab test kits so far establish is, Mr. Rawal, whether you have COVID-19 or not. Are you looking at improvising or building up the test kits further to try and distinguish between variants perhaps?
So yesterday only we have, in fact, ET have covered it as well. We have published a study from Columbia University stating that it also covers Omicron variant as well. Now, Mylab as a company is more focused on detecting the disease until and unless the therapy is not changing or the vaccination plan is not changing. I think distinguishing in the variants may be good for the surveillance purpose. But as far as for the people's problem is concerned, if they're detecting all kind of variants in one test, where the treatment or therapy is more or less same, it should not be much of a botheration. Yes, but if there is a specific demand where in terms of specific variant, the treatment or therapy is changing, Mylab would be first one to even launch an easy solution for that for people as well.
Sure. The only thing, Mr. Rawal, here is that, while the Mylab home test kits are, extremely reassuring when there is a prominent or a confirmed COVID-19 case. But at the same time, especially with the Omicron variant, one is seeing many of those faint lines as well appear. In which cases, to confirm whether you have COVID-19 or not, or the Omicron variant, the doctors are telling you to first go in for the RT-PCR test. In that case, do you sense that, there is a bit of a threat to your demand accelerating further? Because invariably, eventually to establish COVID-19 or not, you have to take an RT-PCR test.
No, definitely not. So number one, our test covers not only Omicron, right from the Wuhan to all other variants which have occurred, majorly the 16 or 17 variants which have happened over a period of last year or so. Even in the kit manual, it has very clearly mentioned, even if there is a slightest faint line, it is a positive. The only thing is viral load may not be enough. Either you are on increasing or declining phase of the infection. That's why the way the line shows fade. If you do the test on second or third day, when it is increasing, you will see a very strong line. Number one. Number two, a strong positive case confirmed by COVIself, whether it is faint or dark line, is a confirmed positive. There is no need at all to do any RT-PCR test. In fact, ICMR has issued a testing advisory for the people yesterday only, stating clearly that if you are doing the self-test and the test is reported positive, it is a confirmed positive. Yes, if it is negative, there might be a chance that a test might miss a very early window phase infection, or in that case, if you are finding symptoms, you should do a RT-PCR test. You need not to do any reconfirmative test once you see a positive on COVIself.
Right. So just wanted to understand, have any other countries contacted you for this sort of an equipment? Have any other countries given approvals for this?
Yes, so there is a huge demand for solution like this. And what Mylab has done it is they have oversimplified it. We have made it mistake proof. In fact, we were the first company to launch such a test with a software. Most of the developed world, even including US, did not have any application-based testing algorithm as well. So right now we are seeing demand across multiple countries. In fact, we have received many international approvals for such product now. Mostly US also we are targeting to enter in the market by March or so. So yes, there is a demand for such a quality product, and I think it should be a proud moment for all of us that we see a demand for such a product from distant countries. Let me also tell you on price wise, similar tests launched in most of the Western world is around $12 to $15 per test, while in India we have launched in the beginning at a mere price of $3.25. It itself shows the innovation in terms of cost as well, while giving you convenience and comfort of testing.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for taking our time for us. Always good to get perspective from